Everyone to Global FX Radio YouTube. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. October the 7th, 2008. What a day! What a day! Can you say turnaround Tuesday? I sure as heck can, but guess what? It wasn't turnaround Tuesday like we're used to. It was turnaround Tuesday to the downside. Sterling yen, euro yen. Holy crap, they had euro yen 930 on the stock market gap up to 141, only to see the stock market crater. And sure enough, we saw the carry trade meltdown. Didn't take out previous day lows. Did not take out previous day lows. But I gotta tell you, this dollar yen, what a freaking mover. Look at the move last night. Crazy. Again, it's not over. I've been saying this over and over again until I get that big spike down, that big gap down in the stock market. This carry trade meltdown's not over. The Japanese last year, when this whole thing started in August, when I was so short euro yen, you have no idea. It only went higher in my face after the big bounce. I mean, euro yen went down 1,000 pips or 1,400 pips and actually made new highs after the bounce. Because people thought things were getting better. And I'm pounding the fist saying, what the hell's going on? Getting my ass handed to me. Anyway, it's not over. The Japanese said a year ago the carry trade unwind would take 2 years. We're only even in the first year, if that. I'd say the carry trade unwind just started in the last month. So again, this euro dollar is going to get dragged down by euro yen selling pressure. We have a nice little channel line here that is about to be broken on this euro dollar on the hourly. So this is a very big spot here. This euro dollar, we're short at much higher levels of 136.18 right around here. It takes out 36.70. That's where our stop is. But this breaks through this 50 level, 135.50. Say bye-bye. And this euro, measure the move from 134.50 to 137.50. 300 pips. Say a little 131. My big profit target. If you remember, 131 was my spot. Read my newsletter if you haven't read it yet. Dollar yen. I mean, unbelievable. Bernanke, burn your ass, he can't get it right. The guy just can't get it right. He did this whole term auction facility, or he bought commercial paper today. That was his big thing today. He needs to cut rates. This dollar and the stock market will keep going down. The dollar will keep going up as long as Bernanke, Ben Bernanke, does not lower rates. And now it's almost getting to be too late. He needed to do it Monday morning. After this bill was passed, just cut rates right there. And do all your other stuff in one big fell swoop. He's doing it in piecemeal. Bernanke's doing it like a starving person on an IV drip. They're starving, for Christ's sake. Give them a big meal. He's giving us the drip. So I think he's screwing up once again. Bernanke doesn't know what he's doing. When he speaks, he talks with tones that are so non-confident, I can't even begin to tell you. Dollar yen. Markets hate him. I think he's going down as the worst central bank head we've ever had. I've said that before. I'll say it again. Dollar yen might have a little rally. I think if we get up to this 102.30 level, that'd be a great spot in dollar yen. In my opinion, the S&P futures are probably, if they're higher, they're short. I think tomorrow, the S&P futures, unless something comes out that's very bullish for the stock market, the S&P is my best guess are going to be down big tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. and going into the open. What happens after the open, I have no idea. We could crash more or then bottom out. I think we have a wild Wednesday. I think we reverse tomorrow. But who knows how far down and how deep we're going to go. Dollar yen again on the hourly chart. Looks like I might want to bounce, but it just looks terrible. Across the downside, I think a retest of par 50. I mean, man, it sliced through that 103.50 like butter, huh? Like butter. Hope some of you are making money off my YouTubes. I appreciate the comments if you make some. At least let Daily FX know how much money you're making. Sterling dollar, I would love to see a little bit of a rally. I don't think it's going to get up there. I do think maybe sterling might bounce up to like something like here. You know, our short, we're shorting it up here. We're shorting a little early. 74.70, I think my short is. I mean, I think that I'm looking at this channel line here. Even 75 might bounce to. So, you know, but cable, again, it's busted. It should be going lower. The daily chart, while I will concede the daily chart does look like a possible tweezer bottom, right? We didn't make new lows. Barely we made new lows, right? But it did make new lows. That's the other thing you must understand. I know it's a doji. And those of you pound bulls out there, I hear you. I feel you. Euro sterling looks like it wants to bounce, though. You got to be nervous being a pound bull with this euro sterling. Looks like it wants to go higher. I'm nervous about the euro dollar short. Starting to tick up against us right now. Time is 5:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So cable, I think you sell the rally. Again, I think sterling dollar probably is the relative strength loser because this euro sterling, if you look at the daily chart on euro sterling, had a nice day. It did have a nice day. And by the way, my radio, people, I'm trying to figure it out. I went back to using my old program, my old free program. I went back to using, and now it's not. Now it's not working. That's why I bought new software. But the problem is the new software, I have the settings wrong. So a lot of you cannot hear my radio broadcast that I'm recording. So you just got to go to my YouTube. I'm going to tell you that today on my radio broadcast. Just go to my YouTube, youtube.com/voice of Forex. And Global FX Radio, if you're looking to sign up for premium, globalfxradio.com. So, looking at this euro sterling, let's take a look at the hourly chart. Hang on. So, I mean, euro sterling could easily bounce. Damn it, I don't want that. I want to hit a line. Right. Sorry, I got caught up. What a great day, another great day. Ooh, 8 o'clock in the morning, that euro yen was some short. Woo, we nailed it. I've been hot lately. I'm not always going to be this hot, but boy, my averages are ridiculously high right now. Euro sterling might really bounce up to 78.30. We got big resistance there, and euro sterling also has got big resistance at 79, but it's oversold, right? It melted down from 80 down to 77. That's a big move for euro pound. And I think that, if we bounce now, cable is going to turn into the relative strength loser. And remember, cable's now under 75. So that pound Swiss, I like pound Swiss. Pound Aussie, have you ever seen something like pound Aussie? I mean, I got to show you this chart. For those of you, look at what pound Aussie's done in the last 6-7 days. 2,600 pips. In the last 2 days, it's gone up 1,700 pips. This thing has got to fall back to earth. But you know what? Hey, it's probably going to 250 first. It's probably going to 250 first. In this hourly chart, looks like it just wants to go to the moon. And that says to me the Aussie dollar is going to collapse tonight, probably. And maybe after it collapses, it's going to be a nice bottom. I think the Aussie dollar is getting ridiculously cheap. But I think it has one more leg down, that Aussie dollar. And then comes the big rally. And then this pound Aussie just melts. But this pound Aussie, this is a joke. In a month, look where it is. I had to show it to you. I don't normally show it to you, but oh my goodness. Hourly chart on euro yen. Oops, sorry. We're short this at much higher levels. We're up over 100 pips in it. We're short at 138.75. Shorted up here when the stock market was melting. Premium members. Remember, premium people, I'm sorry, but what I'm going to try and do is from now on, if you're listening to this and you're premium, what I'm going to do is I'm going to email out any of my in the chat room trades, because some of you are really missing out on those, and I feel bad, and it's hurting performance. Because remember, if you know about premium, basically, I send out once a day 13 trade recs at 5 o'clock at the end of the day, looking at the daily charts and the hourlies. But in the chat room, I'm live at 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern, and then 3:30 to 5 p.m. Eastern. I yell out trade calls as I see them, reacting to news stories. I was live for the minutes. And the stock market yen correlation is so high right now. It's like easy money. So euro yen looking like it might have a little bounce, but I think again it's not over. We look at the daily chart of euro yen, and I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see the bottom. I'd love to, but I don't. It's oversold. I know. It's due for a sick bounce. I know. I mean, reverse hanging man, Morningstar, whatever you want to call it, I guess, maybe. We take out today's lows, we go for 135, say bye-bye. I think it goes lower. I mean, we have the gap here. We got to fill 145. I agree with Dennis Gartman, but I don't know. Sterling yen, another one. Looking like it's going to melt. Sterling yen under 175 and say bye-bye. Another one. It reversed today's moves. Maybe we bottom, but I don't think so. Stock market's going to be down tomorrow morning. Andrew Spanton, Global FX Radio, Voice of Forex, YouTube, Daily FX Contributor. Have a good one. Make some money.